Dear student, myself Rajendra Asiri, I am Assistant Professor in Computer Science Department at Government Bangadi PG College, Didwana. In the previous lecture, we have discussed various concepts on cryptography. We have discussed concept on cryptographic basics, then we have discussed some modular arithmetic concept, some algorithms we have discussed, some theorems we have discussed. After that, we have discussed about substitution and transposition type of cryptographic technique. Then monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic cipher, how to convert a plain text into ciphertext with help of monoalphabetic and polyalphabetic ciphers. Then we have discussed basics about stream and block cipher, what are the basic difference between these two. Then various component of a crypto system we have discussed. We have discussed some concept about fiscal structure, then data encryption standard and triple data encryption standard. Then the difference between symmetric and asymmetric cryptography also we have discussed in detail. In today's lecture, we will be going to discuss about a new type of cipher called as Vigenère cipher. It is basically a polyalphabetic cipher. It means we are not converting a single alphabet of plain text into ciphertext at a time. We at place of this we are converting collection of plain text alphabet into a corresponding ciphertext alphabets. So we will understand the concept of Vigenère cipher with the help of example. But before going into an example, just look the equations. First, in the input we are having what? Plain text. Means we are having collection of plain text alphabet. Like first alphabet is P1, P2, P3 nomenclature we have given. So P is plain text and P1, P2, P3 are the various alphabet of the plain text, right? Now next our target is to get the output C. C means ciphertext. So C1 is ciphertext cipher alphabet corresponding to P1. C2 is cipher alphabet corresponding to P2. C3 is cipher alphabet corresponding to plain text alphabet P3 and so on. And how to get this C from P to C, in between we have to apply what? A key we need to apply in between, right? So if you see, we are having a collection of keys and keys are in the bunch of M size, right? So suppose I have having a plain text bunch is P1, P2, P3 means 3 alphabet in plain text we are taking, and similarly in ciphertext will be there will be 3 alphabet. So we require 3 keys. K1 key is required to convert P1 into C1. K2 key is required to convert P2 into C2. K3 key is required to convert P3 into C3 and so on. So if we generate a formula to convert P into C with the help of K, then how to write down the formula? At place of sender, at sender side we need to do what? Encryption. So in encryption our target is to get the ciphertext, but here we are not getting the ciphertext simultaneously, we are getting alphabet by alphabet. So Ci is equal to Pi plus Ki. I is for the index or we can say position. Clear? So suppose I want to get first cipher alphabet C1. So C1 can be, we can get from P1 plus K1. So put I equal to 1, then C1 equal to P1 plus K1. So first alphabet of plain text plus first key will be added and it will generate corresponding first alphabet of ciphertext C1. If we want to get suppose third alphabet of ciphertext, then we require P3, third position alphabet of the plain text and third position key. So P3 plus K3 will generate C3 and so on. So it will be done at the encryption side, that is the we can say sender side. Now at the receiver side we require just opposite mechanism, that is decryption. So our target is to get again plain text, clear, and we are having what, we are having ciphertext in the input and we are having key. So how to get this? So at the decryption level we need to do, we have to give ciphertext minus key, corresponding key, it will generate the corresponding plain text. So suppose we want to get first plain text alphabet P1, then we need to apply, we need to give C1 and corresponding key is K1. So C1 minus K1, at the sender side we have applied addition operation, so at the receiver side we have to apply subtraction operation. So C1 minus K1 will give the P1. Similarly, if we want to get suppose P3, third alphabet of plain text, so P3 will we want to get, then we need to apply, give in the input C3, third cipher alphabet, minus third key K3. So C3 minus K3 will generate P3, and so on. In this manner we can perform encryption and decryption. Now we will be understanding this whole process with help of a example. So suppose we are having a message, C is listening, SHE space IS space LISTENING. This is our original message, or we can say plain text. So this plain text we need to convert into a ciphertext with the help of Vigenère cipher. So in Vigenère cipher we are having a collection of keys, a set of keys are required. So here suppose we have used Pascal as a key. So PASCAL, it is a 6 character keyword. It means we are having a bunch of 6 keys. So 6 plain text alphabet can be converted with help of this Pascal 6 character keyword key, and corresponding 6 ciphertext character can be generated at a time, right? So first we according to the position we need to give the numbering. Suppose A is given the numbering 0, B 1, C 2, like that, and Z is given to 25. So we will do mod 26 because there are 26 alphabets, right? So plain text alphabet we have written here, plain text alphabet is C is listening. So SHEISLISTENING. This is our what? Plain text. So first row we have written what? This is our plain text, right? Now next is we need to write down the key values, means plain text values. A is small 0. Similarly S is 18, H is 7th place in alphabetic position, E is at 5th position, but we are starting A from 0. So B1, C2, D3, E4, I8, 18, L. Similarly we have to write down up to G. So in the second row we have convert our plain text into values, corresponding values, positional value A to Z, A0, Z25, and in between according to the position we can write down the corresponding values. So first task is done, plain text now converted into values. Now next step is we need to apply the key. So now key is what? PASCAL. So this 6 set character set keyword we need to convert again it's into values. So first write down the key stream, and key stream values are P corresponding value is 0, A is at position 0, so 0 is the corresponding key value for A. S is having key value 18, then C 2, A again 0, and L. So this 6 bunch. Now again this key will be repeated because plain text is not completed yet, not finished yet. So at ISTENI, for these 6 plain text again the key will be 15, 0, 18, 2, 0, and 11. Now our target is to generate the C's value. So if you see what is the formula for C, C1 equal to P1 plus K1. So first P1 value is 18 and key value is 15. So 18 plus 15 is 33. It is greater than 26 because we are doing mod 26. So 33 we are doing what? Mod 26. So what is the remainder? Remainder is 7, and 7 corresponding alphabet is we are getting A0, B1, C2, D3, E4, F5, G6, H7. So first C1 will be H. Next is P2. P2 value is 7 and K2 value is 0. 7 plus 0, 7. 7 more 26, 7. Because 7 corresponding alphabet is H. Now next is P3. P3 value is 4 and K3 value is 18. 4 plus 18, 22, 22, 6, 22 mod 26. 22 and 22 corresponding alphabet is W. So H, H, W. Up to this we have done. Now next is P4. P4 is 8 and K4 is 2. 8 plus 2, 10. 10 mod 26. 10. So 10 corresponding alphabet is K. Now P5 is 18. 18 plus 0. 18 plus 0, 18. And 18 mod 26. Again 18. 18 corresponding alphabet is S. Now next is P6. P6 is 11 and K6 is also 11. 11 plus 11, 22. 22 mod 26, 22. Corresponding alphabet is W. So first 6 C1 to C6 we have got with help of P1 plus K1. With help of P2 plus K2 we got C2. P3 plus K3 C3. P4 plus K4 C4. P5 plus K5 C5. P6 plus K6 we got C6. Next again we need to repeat this same process again. Now P1 will be 8, P2 will be 18, 19, 4, 13, 8. This will be P1 to P6. Now corresponding key will be same, 15, 0, 18, 2, 0, 11. And we require to get C. So how to get C1? To get the C1, now see C1 will be P1 plus K1. P1 value is 8 plus 15. 8 plus 15, 23. 23 mod 26, 23. So corresponding alphabet will be X. For 23 X, 24 Y and 25 Z. 26 mod 26, 0. 0 means again A. Similarly next is S. For S, 18 plus 0, 18. 18 mod 26, 18. 18 corresponding alphabet is S. Next P3 will be 18. K3 will be 18, 19 plus 18, 37. 37 mod 26, 11. Remainder is 11. And 11 corresponding alphabet will be L. Similarly 4 plus 2, 6. 6 means corresponding alphabet is G. 13 plus 0, 13 corresponding alphabet is N. 8 plus 11 added 19. 19 corresponding alphabet is T. So next bunch of ciphertext will be C1 will be X, C2 will be S, C3 will be L, C4 will be G, C5 will be N, and C6 will be T. Now again we need to repeat same process. So by applying the same process we got C1 is C and C2 will be G. So overall we got 14 alphabet in the ciphertext, right? So we have done up to this point we have done encryption, means C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. First bunch, after that second bunch, and then C1, C2. So 14 character we converted from plain text into ciphertext. So at center side encryption step has been done. Now at the receiver end we require what? Plain text, and we are passing what? Ciphertext. So we need to convert ciphertext into plain text. So reverse process we need to apply. So at the center end we have applied what? Addition operation. At the receiver end we need to apply what? Subtraction operation. So with help of this diagram we can see suppose we are having whole text which is C is listening, so this is the whole text. We have convert plain text is as clear, and ciphertext we got C1, right? Then we have applied I. So we have done what? PASCAL. This is the key. So S plus P we got what? H. Similarly we are doing this. Now ciphertext to plain text. How to got this? So from ciphertext we need to subtract what? Key. We need to subtract the key. So we will again get the plain text. So in this manner we can use Vigenère cipher to convert plain text into ciphertext and again ciphertext into plain text. So in the next lecture we will be listening some concept about Hill's cipher. That's all from this lecture. Thank you.